Hey, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? I'm pretty excited to up in here to share with you guys some value. My name is Emmanuel. I'm a Forex trader and digital entrepreneur, retaining the foreign exchange market space for about 2 years, 8 months now. And ladies and gentlemen, I tell you something, it's been amazing. I'm full-time into this. And I should also put this out. I don't know everything about Forex, but I tell you something, I do know a few things, right? I do know a few things that has helped me become profitable in looking at the financial markets, making decisions with the banks and earning profitably from it. So ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, I'm going to take you to how I look at the charts, the things I do that has gotten me to where I am today as far as Forex trading is concerned. Now, this is Trading View. Literally, it's used to analyze trade ideas. It's used to analyze currency pairs, right? You base your decisions on a currency pair based off analysis. You don't just jump into a currency pair to decide to buy. You don't just jump into a currency pair to decide to sell, right? You take analysis. It could probably be fundamental analysis, technical analysis, or sentimental analysis. For me as an individual, I use both technical and sentimental analysis. You understand the way the market structure is. You understand the trend of the market. You understand the positions where you find the banks. You wait for markets to react, and then guess what? You respond to it. So take a look at this. This is AUD card. A couple of minutes ago, I just stumbled on this. I use the top-down analysis. The top-down analysis is simply identifying what a currency pair is doing at the higher time frame, and then making decisions based on what is happening on the higher time frame, making decisions at the lower time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to become profitable in trading the markets, guess one thing you need to do? You need to understand what the banks do with individual currency pairs, right? In the case of the Australian dollar to the Canadian dollar, I see that the banks, couple of months or years ago, this is January 2022, there was a reversal at this area, at the 89,000 areas. There was a reversal to the upside. I equally see that as at December 2021, there was a reversal at the 89,808 areas, 800 areas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I would do based on what is happening today. I should also put this out. Forex is easy. It's not difficult. What makes it easy is the fact that the market repeats what it has done in the past. So what makes you profitable in trading the foreign exchange market is your ability to go back to the past to see what the market has done and then make decisions on that. Now, if you look at what is happening with Australian dollar right now, I'm on the daily time frame. Why? Because the banks don't trade the 1 hour time frame. The banks don't trade the 15 minutes time frame. I mean, these are for scalpers. But guess what? You could become a position trader, right? Or a swing trader. And guess what the banks do? The banks literally make their decisions on the daily time frame, or the weekly time frame, or the monthly time frame, or even the 4 hours time frame, right? So I'm just going to put up my video so that you can see some of the things I'm talking about right now. Yeah, good. Now, if you look at what is happening in the foreign exchange market today based off Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar, this is the daily time frame chart. I can observe, I can actually identify that there was a reversal zone at this area, right? You see where I have the mouse right now? There was actually a reversal zone at this area, and that was January 2022. You see how price came down all the way to this point, and guess what? Took off at this point. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as at today, price has also repeated the same thing, coming down all the way to this point. Now, you know what it is. Most likely, market might actually reverse back up the same way it did in the past. But guess what? It's not just for me to assume that market will reverse. All I can do is just make certain decisions in this area and then understand or carefully watch out what the banks will be doing. Now, it's either the banks decide to take this back up as they did back in January 2022. It's either they decide to take it back up, or guess what, ladies and gentlemen, most likely they might want to make it just break this zone, come back up here, and then continue downwards, right? So what I've done so far is just to go to the top-down analysis. Top-down analysis simply means that you're looking at what the banks are doing on the higher time frame so as for you to make decisions on the lower time frame. My job here is to keep it simple. No too much grammar. I don't know whatever it is you refer to as top-down analysis, but my job right here is to make these things so simple and explanatory to even a novice, an amateur, a beginner in the foreign exchange market space, right? So having done this on the daily time frame, what's the next thing I need to do? I go straight to the 1 hour time frame. Meanwhile, I've checked on the daily time frame and I've observed that there is a reversal zone at this area. I would go down to the 4 hours time frame to see if the market is on a downtrend. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is clearly a downtrend market. You see how price has been going down for a couple of weeks now, right? For a couple of weeks now on a downtrend momentum. Now, having done this on the 4 hours time frame, the next thing I want to do is go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour is where I actually carry out my analysis, right? The 1 hour time frame is where I carry out my analysis. And ladies and gentlemen, I can observe that with what is happening on AUD, on the Australian dollar to the Canadian dollar, there's a sort of consolidation right here. Market has been consolidating between this area, right? As you can see, it's been consolidating between this area. Ladies and gentlemen, my job is to trap this market. My job is to trap Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar, pending when it will either make a move to the upside, come back for a retest and continue up as this arrow depicts, or make a move towards the downside, retest the previous support as a resistance, and then continue downwards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where patience comes in. I don't jump into the market just to make decisions. No, I wait for markets to react, and then that's way I respond. Do you know what the meaning of consolidation? You know what the meaning of a consolidating market means? Now, I'll tell you the reason why you should be patient when market is in this state. Consolidating market simply means that both the buyers and sellers are at equilibrium to each other. Nobody is in control of the market, right? The market is in a phase where anything can happen, right? So sellers are more like equal to the buyers. Buyers are equal to the sellers. At this point in time, the banks are not present in the market. Do you know what would make you understand the presence of the bank is an uptrend or downtrend market? If this market decides to go up, if it decides to go up, make a retest and continue, then I know the banks are ready to long to buy AUD card. If it comes down and retest and then continue down, then I would know the banks, which I would love, or the banks whom I would actually love to trade with, they are ready to sell AUD Canadian dollar. So the amazing thing about the strategy I utilize is the fact that it gives me the opportunity to be patient. It gives me the opportunity to wait on the banks. It gives me the opportunity to hold on to see what the banks will be doing on the higher time frame, and then I can equally make such decisions to follow them on the lower time frame. Take a look at what is happening with the NZD to the Canadian dollar as well. You can see what is happening with NZD Canadian dollar. Let's go back to the top-down analysis on the daily time frame. Take a look at this. What's happening here? There seems to be some sort of reversal right here. And let's go back. This is back testing. You want to go see what has happened in that particular area in the past. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you would understand that at this point in the past, this is March 2020. At this point in the past, the New Zealand dollar to the Canadian dollar came all the way to this area. And guess what? There was a reversal. You can see this came down up to this point, and guess what? Pulled back up. Now, that was as at 2020, March 2020. Coming to the future now, what do you think I should expect? Is it I expect that price repeats what it did by going back up, or even if it's going to come down, it would retest the zone and then continue downwards? I know some of the things, as much as I want it to be simple, I know there's some terms I'm using at the moment that you probably would not understand, but guess what? It all boils down to you making the decision to learn the skill. Right? I didn't get here overnight, right? I didn't get here overnight. You look at this, this is on the daily time frame, the New Zealand dollar to the Canadian dollar as at March 2022, did that move. What other time did it do it? Okay, I think since then. But this is just to make you understand how easy trading could be. The market would always repeat what it has done in the past. It's whatever is happening in the market today, whatever is happening in the market today is a reflection of what happened, of what has happened in the past. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at something here. This is as at June 2013. You see how price got to this area and then reversed up. That was as at 2013. Right? Now, if I take it furtherwards, you see, the same thing that happened there, the reaction that occurred there as at 2013 was the same reaction that occurred there as at 2020. And guess what? Most likely, the same reaction will occur at this area. That's just to give you an example, to give you a clear picture that what the market is doing at the moment or what the market will do in the future would be a reflection of what it has done in the past. So you want to become profitable at trading the foreign exchange market, be patient, go back test. Back test simply means that you're going to previous structure, you're going to the previous reactions of the market in a couple of months, in a couple of years, to see what market did at a particular area, and then you're making your decisions based off the reaction in the past. Now, bringing it to 1 hour, you can see I have it all mapped out. I'll be waiting for this to just break and retest. Let me see if I can. Good. It did not do a retest right there. Right. So this is not a retest. It means NZD card is not ready to go for a long. It's not ready to go for a buy. Right. I will be still waiting to see if it breaks this the resistance of 0.81180 areas to the upside, or if it would continue in its downward momentum or downward trend for me to short the market. Look at GPP card as well, right? This is GPP card. If you see what is happening with GPP card as well, whatever happened back to the daily time frame, let's say look at what happened at the daily time frame with the banks. Ladies and gentlemen, you see as at May, the 4th of May 2022, I mean that's a couple of days ago, the banks brought GPP card all the way to this area, and guess what? They took it back up. You see those green candles right there? That's a reaction. But guess what? Most likely, market has come down to this area again. Most likely, it's either it goes back up or it will break this zone, retest the zone, and then pull back down. Now, let's go to the past. Let's go see what has happened to GPP card a couple of months back, or a couple of years, as at this particular area. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. You see, if you understand what is happening at this area, it's a reaction, right? There was a reaction right here. That was August 2019 on GPP card. And what did that reaction, what does it mean? Simply means that GPP card came all the way to this area, as you can see, and found its way back up. Now, the same thing that happened as at 2019 was the same thing that happened as at the 5th of May, which was a couple of days ago, where we can see how this red candle came into the zone, and then you see the 2 green candle that follows taking price back up. Now, this is just for me. I just decided to show each and every one of you what I do, how I take a look at the market. It's been so profitable. The name of the strategy is called Price Trap. I'm not the creator of it. It was created by Christopher Derrick of an amazing academy that is transforming the lives of individuals. And I'm just opportunity to be part of the success stories this company has created. I've been trading the financial markets full-time over 2 years, 8 months now. And I tell you something, despite the level of achievement despite the level of my achievement in this space, I have not even started yet, right? There's more to come. So if you're interested in learning this skill the right way, if you're interested in learning this skill under the mentorship of people who have the results, under the mentorship of people who know what they're doing, you want to send me a DM. I'll be willing to walk you through, take you to a one-on-one expositing class to show you the resources that are available for you. And then just in case you're ready to take advantage of them, I tell you something, 6 months from now, 8 months from now, 9 months from now, 12 months from now, you look back, probably you would also be in this same situation or in this same condition I'm in, and you'll be sharing this information with individuals on how they can begin the process of mastering how to trade the foreign exchange market profitably and effectively. I'm pretty excited. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the top, and not from the top, because you know what we say, the bottom is way too crowded. Let's get it.